Hello dear students, this is the second video on networking, class 8, and I am teaching chapter number 8, networking concept. So I have already given the concept in the previous class. You have learnt about introduction to networking, advantages of a computer network and computer network components. That is, there are three types of network components. First, network hardware. Second, transmission media. And third, network software. And as you know that I have discussed introduction to networking. So let us revise once again. A computer network is a system of interconnected computers and peripheral devices that are linked in order to share resources such as printers, exchange files, and allow communications. In a computer network, many computers can be connected to each other, and not only computers, some peripheral devices like printers can also be connected so that we can exchange our files from one computer to another computer via network cables. Okay, or we can also exchange our files through wireless media, and we can allow communication through networking. So you can see the picture of a network. In this picture you can see the modem is used here for connection of internet. Okay, and the modem is ultimately connected to the switch. This switch is a device which is responsible for connecting many computers. This printer is also connected to this switch, and some another computer is also connected to this switch. So today we will discuss about network components. First one, network hardware. Second is transmission media, and third one is network software. So coming to the first one, network hardware. You can see all the networks are made up of some essential components known as building blocks, and these components are as given below. Now coming to the first one, network hardware. The basic component of computer network hardware is a computer. The basic component of computer network hardware is a computer. Computer is the basic hardware network for computer. And computers on a network can be divided into two categories. One is the server computer and another is the client computer. Clients are also known as nodes. A server is a computer of higher power and speed. It costs more than the client computer, and all the resources in the network are attached to this computer. All the resources like printers, hard disk drive, it can be attached to the network computer. It can be attached to the server. Next point, the clients, which is also known as nodes, are the resources which are attached to the server. So you can see various devices are used for setting up a computer network. And some of the important devices in a computer network are, suppose you are going to establish a computer network in a building, so you need some of the hardware devices, and some of the important devices in a computer network are given below. First one is network interface card, NIC. Second, modem, and third, hubs, switches, or repeaters. Okay, now you can see network interface card. So before coming to the network interface card, I want to show the picture of a server and a client computer. In this picture, you can see this is the server. At the bottom left corner, you can see there is a server computer and it is connected to all the different computers. It is connected to the client computers through a device known as switch. So switch is a device which connects the server computer and the client computer together. Okay. And not only that, it can also attach some hardware resources like printers, routers, modems, etc. Now coming to this topic, in some of the important components, some of the important devices in a computer network. First one is network interface card. What is a network interface card? To connect to a network, a computer must have a network interface card or NIC. Without NIC, the computer cannot be connected to a network. The NIC joins the computer to the network, allowing it to communicate with the other computers on the network. You can see this is the NIC card. It can be attached on the motherboard of the computer. Okay. Now, second one is modem. Full form of modem is modulation and demodulation. It is an electronic device that converts the digital signal of a computer into analog form so that they can travel over a telephone line. Now, what does modem do? A modem converts digital signal to analog signal and vice versa. Means again, analog signal can be converted to digital computer. Analog signals can be converted to digital signal. Now, next point, at the destination, the receiving modem converts the analog signal back to their digital form so that the destination computer understands them. Now, what is the work of modem? You should understand the working of a modem. Modem is responsible for converting both the signals. First, it converts digital signal to analog signal. Suppose a modem is connected to your device and you are connected with the internet. So the modem, the data which is in your computer, it is actually in the form of a digital data. It can be transmitted to another computer through a modem. Okay. So that digital data should be converted into analog signal. That digital signal of your computer should be converted to analog signal so that it can be transmitted. So the modem converts digital signal into analog signal and it is transmitted through telephone lines. Now at the receiver computer, again the modem converts analog signal into digital form so that the data can come on the receiver computer. Understood? Now coming to the next point, I will explain modulation and demodulation. But first of all, you should see a picture of a modem. You can see there are many different types of modem. Here you can see the sender computer. It is sending the data, and here this is the receiver computer, and the data is transmitted through telephone lines. Okay, so the digital data first converted into analog data through modem and it is transmitted through telephone lines. Again, the analog data is converted into digital data and it is transmitted to the computer so that the receiver computer can understand the data. You can see There are four basic types of modem for a PC. One is external modem, second is USB modem, third one is internal modem, and fourth is built-in modem. External and USB modems are set on your desktop outside the PC, while internal and built-in modems are set inside the PC. Okay, you can see this is the external modem. This is the USB modem which you can attach to your USB cable. This is the internal modem which can be attached inside your system. And this is also a picture of internal modem, and this is built-in modem which is already built in your device. Now I would like to explain the concept modulation and demodulation. Here, modulation is the process of turning a digital signal sent from the sending computer into an analog signal so that it can be transmitted as electrical pulses. So the sender computer, its data is in the form of digital signal. It can be transmitted into analog signal through modem. And demodulation is the process which takes an analog signal and turns it back into a digital signal that can be read by the receiving computer. So this is the concept of modem. It works for modulation as well as demodulation. I have also explained the four types of modems which is used today. So I have explained all the things about modem. So in the next class, I will explain about hubs, switches, and repeaters. Okay, and these are the important devices in a computer network. Okay, thank you, children.